Marston's Domain.
Hey everyone, Marson here, and today I want to talk about one thing that I really don't understand when it comes to the Sonic series. I've talked about this before, and I'm not the only one that's talked about it, and it's to the point where I'm honestly confused. Pretty much everyone always asks for one thing when it comes to a new Sonic game that comes out. Please bring the Chaos back. I'm really confused as to why they won't do this, because for me, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 are games that I really enjoyed because I really liked going back into the levels, getting things for the Chao, finishing the levels, and then giving them to the Chao. I replayed levels so many times to do this. The game that I remember doing this the most in was Sonic Adventure 2. I always wanted to get all the emblems, and I also really enjoyed doing all the Chao stuff. It made me replay levels so many times, and it kept me coming back to the game so many times. And I think that's the reason why when people talk about Sonic Adventure 2, and they say how it's not really that good of a game, I don't really have memories of that because I was so into the Chao stuff. I put so many hours into that game. And it really makes me think that even if they made a Sonic Adventure 3 and it wasn't the best game ever, if it had the entire side thing of Chaos, I think it would make up for a mediocre game. I really do. I think that these new Sonic games not having a whole side thing to do, it shows that the game itself, it's like, well, this isn't really that good. I'm not saying the game has to have Chaos in it to make the core game the best ever, but with the way the Sonic series has been, I feel like they just don't really know the formula to make a really good Sonic game. At least in my opinion. It's very rare that I play a new Sonic game and thoroughly enjoy it. I'm always about to get them. I wanted to get Sonic Forces, I wanted to get Sonic Boom, and then at the last minute, I'm always like, you know what? Let me wait. And then sure enough, I wait and I'm like, whew, glad I didn't get that. So to me, I think they need to take the risk, make Sonic Adventure 3, and add the Chao Garden to it. Having the Sonic Adventure name alone would get a lot of people interested in what they have to offer. And if they have the Chao Garden, it's almost like a failsafe because it's like, well, maybe the game's not the best, but if they added the Chao Garden and allowed online play with sending your friends Chaos or visiting your friends' Chao Garden, versing the Chaos with your friends, versing Chaos with random people, I think there's a lot of stuff they could do with the Chao Garden alone with the way gaming is today, because it's a lot different from what it was back then. Back in the day, they had ways of transferring Chaos with memory cards and stuff. You don't need that now, you can just use the internet. So I think this is something that has a lot of potential that I really hope they consider doing again, because there are a lot of people that would love for this feature to come back. And I know sometimes there's things that people just keep saying, we want it, and then they do it, and it's like, I don't really care. But this is something that I think would catch a lot of people's eyes and would get them to actually give the game a chance. I think a lot of people are like me, where they see a trailer for a new Sonic game, they get kind of hyped, and then they wait, and then they're like, oh, it doesn't seem that good. I think if they at least had the Chao Garden, it would be a good failsafe, and I think going for Sonic Adventure 3, it would be a risk, because they would have to live up to what people see and admire of the first two, but I think it's a risk worth taking. And I really think that if they had a very well done Chao Garden, a lot of people would give the main game a pass if it wasn't the all-time best Sonic game ever. Because already, even with the Sonic games not being that great, there's people that still love them. So I think they should do this. I want the Chao Garden back. At least try it one more time. I think for so many fans to want this back, they should try it once. And if the game does horrible and no one seems to care about it, and they don't want to do it again, then fine. But at least give it one more shot. So that's all I really have to say about this. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about all this. Are you someone that loved the Chao Garden? Do you not really care? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this and want to support my content, feel free to subscribe. And until next time, I'll see y'all later. Take care, everyone.